Have you had any spiritual or personal growth experiences while living here?
Mm, yeah, and that directly ties into the last answer I gave in the last
Yeah,
question,
yeah,
which is I'm able to purify myself and cleanse myself of all the dirt, all the things that aren't mine originally, the things
oh,
that we picked up in our upbringings in society.
mm,
And that's the growth for me, is just kind of letting go of all of it and not realizing that it doesn't serve you to
yeah,
think that way, to
mm,
hold on to those
yeah,
feelings.
yeah,
So the growth for me is just a pure heart,
mm,
a heart that is becoming more pure by not having anything of negative from that world. All the negativity and all the pain and the suffering that is so inherent and so obvious to have when you're living in mainstream society and secular world, is no longer necessary when you're in a place like this. So the growth is a natural byproduct, a natural process that you have when you're in a place like this. Of you see much more clearly, like everything you're thinking that is
oh,
negative, everything you're
oh,
feeling that's negative. You have to like face that much more
mm,
closely,
mm,
so that you can realize that it's not for you. You're
yeah,
basically beating yourself and
mm,
harming yourself
yeah,
when you
yeah,
continue to think
yeah,
that way.
yeah,
And so here you have the freedom to, you can still carry that if you want, but you're free to heal
oh,
from that, heal
oh,
yourself from this pain and the wounds that we have
mm.
inside in our hearts. From,
You can see things more clearly and choose what to
yeah, what
do.
do I prefer and what
Yeah.
is better for me and for others, and what is
Mm.
serving, a higher purpose.
Mm.
And that is what I was always looking for, is a higher purpose.
Uh-huh.
And this is a type of place that gives you the ability to choose that more intently. Put more intention behind your movement and your attitude, and
Mm.
follow through with it.
Yeah, I think
Growth in that
yeah,
way.
yeah, I think this is a real growth. You get a benefit from your growth
Yeah, yeah.
every day. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
growth is natural here.
Mm.
Can't avoid it.
What would you say to someone who is curious about visiting or joining?
I would say that they should definitely at least visit. They
Mm-hmm.
should definitely consider an alternative lifestyle, and this is the perfect place to try that out.
Uh-huh.
And if they are ready for something like that, then there should be no hesitation. Don't hesitate to give it a try, and see how it works for you. There's nothing wrong here. Nothing.
Yeah.
So easy.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
there's almost a difficulty with breaking free from the ways that we're used to being,
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And so to go into something so new and so different, it can be scary, or it can be intimidating in a way. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. But and also someone they said, oh, this life is too good to be
too
true.
good to
Oh,
be true.
yeah.
Yeah.
They think maybe this is a scam or some.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you keep an open mind, and even if, well, if you're even seeing this, then you're probably on some type of alternative path from the normal way of living, and
Mm.
you're open to some type of at least spirituality in some form.
Mm.
Uh, you should know that there's nothing too good to be true. You can always find what you're looking for, in some form. And maybe this is exactly what you're looking for. And you're getting in your own way when you think
Mm.
that it can't be true. Like, you can You can allow yourself to believe in something better. You know, let yourself dream. Let yourself think that something is possible. You know, that maybe your doubt is getting in the way of you actually finding what you're looking for deep
Yeah.
down. You know,
Yeah.
don't get out of your own way and find what you're looking for.
Nice, nice, good, good. Uh, and I think maybe for you it's easy to let go of your past to get away from the older way you are living. Easy for you, but maybe for someone, mm,
Yeah.
they have more attachment to the older partner.
Yeah, everyone's on their own journey. Everyone's in their own stage of awakening to something more in this life, realizing that there's more to life than just all that.
But they are still searching for another way of living.
Yeah, they think they can still find some sense of comfort or something, a way to experience well-being there and still be in that. But I think it's it's never gonna work, you know.
But what was your first impression of the community when you arrived?
Well, I arrived here at night, and so I couldn't see actually like physically what was around me so much, but I could hear the sounds of nature and hear the insects and the reptiles and all the animals and the wildlife and the sounds of it being a very natural place. And you don't hear the road and the cars and the industry. You don't hear any of that out here. And so it already felt very peaceful. And I was greeted by two brothers next to the kitchen, and they gave me something to eat, and they welcomed me very warmly.
But
and
maybe they speak simple English.
yeah, they didn't speak much English,
Yeah.
but again, that didn't matter so much. Like I could feel that they're the glow of their hearts, and they were just seemed very cheerful
Yeah.
and loving. I felt like a love immediately. Like they were working, and even though they were working,
yes.
they were working into the night, which is not something we typically do. But they enjoy their their work so much. They wanted to finish this task that they were doing.
Yeah.
And even though they were busy with their work, they greeted me very warmly, and they gave me just such a nice welcome. And I knew then, like, okay, there's something different about this place. Something different than I'm used to. And so that already like made me feel like there's this home energy.
Wow.
This nice, very nice, loving reception that I received gave me a good feeling already. So it was nice. And then I found out that that you were looking for me for an hour because I had trouble getting here.
Yeah.
So there was such an effort to find me, but I had already found the place.
Yeah.
And
I
so
think that's a magical night.
yeah, there was a lot of care and attention and positive attitude around me getting here, and it was I definitely felt that. And I'm grateful for it.
Wow.
Grateful for everything that's happened here, and
we're always very glad to have a new brother or new sister. Yeah.
It's a family,
Yes.
Can't help but feel that way, Language and culture and everything aside, you feel that. You feel as a family, and it's a great thing to experience, and everyone should experience that, especially if it's foreign to them or they think it can't be real. It's something that everyone deserves to experience.
Wow.
So, Life Chanyen is a great Life Shanyan is a beautiful family,
Beautiful family.
and are accepting of everyone, and always.
We're always opening our arms.
Yes, that is it. Exactly.
Yes, yes, yeah.
So there's so much love here, and it's you feel that no matter what.
Yes, and so happy to have good brothers like Maidi to join the big family. Yeah.